You know that feeling that the world is right on the brink of something huge? That all this chaos and crisis we're seeing everywhere isn't just an ending? Well, what if it's the start of something totally new? In this explainer, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea that humanity is, right now, in the middle of a planetary birth.
Okay, so let's really sink into this quote for a second. It basically frames everything we're talking about today. It's suggesting that our global crises, they aren't just some kind of final act. Nope. They're a dangerous, absolutely critical beginning. It's this messy, high-stakes transition from one way of being to another, with all the risk and all the potential that a birth always has.
So, to really get our heads around this, we need to look at this incredible analogy that's woven throughout the source material. It's the idea of humanity developing inside a kind of planetary womb. And right now, we're going through the actual process of being born.
I mean, seriously, think about it. For millennia, for thousands and thousands of years, we've been growing, getting more complex, more intelligent, bigger in number. But the whole time, we've been mostly clueless about how deeply connected we all are. We were just safe, right? Protected and nourished inside the womb of Mother Earth. But now, well, now we're basically outgrowing that womb. The systems that sustained us for so long just can't hold us anymore. And that is the crucial point. All the tension, the stress, the breakdowns we're feeling all over the world, that's not just random chaos. It's a sign. It's a sign that we've hit the wall, we've reached the limits of this growth phase. This is the start of labor. So what are these labor pains? Well, they're the things we see on the news every day. Environmental collapse, social and political chaos, running out of resources, deep inequality, that feeling of spiritual emptiness. What's so wild is reframing these things. They're not just a list of problems we have to fix. No, they are the contractions. They're the evolutionary drivers, the intense pressure that's pushing us, forcing us out of the old world and towards something totally new. So, yeah, this brings us to the big question, right? Is this the end of the world as we know it? Or is it the labor pains of a brand new one being born? The answer might just be found in how this whole birth process is being helped along by a new kind of global awareness that's switching on as we speak.
Okay, section 2, the global brain awakens. And the analogy keeps going. You know how a fetus develops this super complex nervous system inside the womb, getting ready for life on the outside? Well, humanity's been doing the exact same thing, but on a planetary scale. And the crazy part is, right now, it's switching on. There's actually a name for this, the noosphere. Visionaries have talked about this for a while. It's basically the emerging thinking layer of the Earth. You can almost think of it as the planet's own consciousness, and it's waking up through us. It's the collective mind, the sum of all our thoughts, feelings, and ideas, all wrapped up together. And get this isn't just some cool, poetic idea. This awakening is being powered by a very real, very physical planetary nervous system. It's something that connects all of us in ways that our grandparents or even our parents couldn't have even imagined. 8 billion. That's the number. And it pretty much says it all, doesn't it? We're talking about more than 8 billion active smartphones out there. That's basically one for every single person on the planet. And they're all connected by satellites, by fiber optic cables crisscrossing the globe. These devices, they're literally acting like the neurons and synapses of this new global brain. So what does that actually mean for us? It means we're becoming a single, integrated superorganism. We can now feel and think together in real time. We're developing a kind of collective empathy. We feel the world's joy, its pain. A revolution on one side of the planet, a natural disaster on the other, we feel it almost instantly, like it's happening to one single planetary body. All right, part 3. Evolution by choice, not chance. Because this new level of awareness, this insane connectivity, it's causing a huge shift in the very nature of how we evolve as a species. This is a game changer. Okay, check this out. On the one hand, you have unconscious evolution. For pretty much all of human history, evolution was just something that happened to us, right? Driven by natural selection, random chance. We were passive subjects. But now, we're moving into conscious evolution. This is driven by our choices, by our collective awareness. Humanity is becoming an active participant in its own evolution. We're moving from being the creatures shaped by the process to becoming co-creators who can actually help steer it. I mean, think about that. We are literally crossing the evolutionary divide between creature and co-creator. This is the turning point for our species.
For the very first time, we're being handed the responsibility for our own future, our own becoming. It's a massive power, and frankly, a pretty terrifying challenge. So, what exactly is being born out of all this?
Section 4. Birth of the Divine Human. Well, the answer, according to the source material we're looking at, is the emergence of a whole new kind of human being, a new stage for our species. Some people even call it Homo universalis.
So, the divine human, or Homo universalis, what is that? It's a new stage of humanity, one that's aware of our deep, deep interconnectedness with all life. And because of that, it's capable of intentionally taking part in the ongoing evolution of life itself. Now, let's be super clear. This isn't about becoming gods with lightning bolts. It's about becoming fully consciously human, finally integrating our incredible spiritual, social, and technological powers for the very first time.
So, what are the characteristics of this divine human? Well, first, their consciousness is world-centric. It's rooted in a planetary awareness, seeing through the eyes of the whole system, not just their little part of it. Second, they're multisensory. They're tuned into stuff like intuition, empathy, that inner knowing. Third, they're co-creative. They use their unique gifts to help all of life flourish, not just for personal gain. And finally, they're an actualized self. They embody their authentic essence, free from fear and all that societal conditioning. It's a totally different operating system.
Okay, last section, architecting our future. And this is so important. The birth of this new consciousness, it's not a done deal. It isn't some automatic thing that's just going to happen. It's a profound call to action. It's an invitation for us to get involved. This means our role is shifting. We are becoming the planetary midwives. It's our job to assist in the birth of this new world. We have to be the architects, the designers of the new social systems, in economics, in government, in culture, all the stuff that's needed to support this new interconnected version of humanity.
And this quote just absolutely nails the challenge ahead. Our goal cannot be to return to the past, nor can it be to move forward to a future that is more of the same. See? We're not here to just patch up the old broken systems, and we're not trying to go back to some imaginary good old days. We are being called to create something brand new, a civilization that actually reflects this divine, interconnected nature of life that we're finally waking up to. And so, that leaves us with this one final question. As midwives to a new humanity, what kind of world will we choose to birth? And you know what? That's not just a rhetorical question to end on. It's a direct invitation. To you, to me, to all of us. It means that we are all active participants, right here, right now, in what might be the most critical, the most challenging, and the most creative moment in the entire history of our species. The choice, really, is ours.